222. What's up, guys? My name's Roy. This is Roy's Intuitive Tarot. The wind blows. Yep, I'm here today for Intuitive Tarot card read. Yep. So, yeah, the weekend's over. It's Monday. Let's see what the energy holds. I want to thank God. I want to thank Jesus. I want to thank the Holy Spirit. I want to thank the archangels, the ascended masters, the ancestors, and my passed on loved ones of peace, love, and light for continuing to protect me, to guide me, and to have mercy on my soul. Spirit, if you're there, please, if you can hear me. Oh, you know what though? Before I do that, Spirit, let's clear the air real quick. Am I in a rush today? What's wrong? Breathe in, breathe out. In with the good, out with the bad, okay? I hope everyone's doing well. Again, weekend's over, time for work, right? I'm just grateful to be here with all of you. All right, so we cleared the air. Yes, Spirit, if you're there and if you can hear me, can you please tell us the energy for today? The ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights, the good, the bad, the ugly, who, what, when, where, how, and why, right, Spirit? Right. As above, so below, as within, so without. Spirit, come through, please. Page of Cups, reverse. Good morning, Spirit. I hope you're having a good day. Justice. Page of Cups to Justice. Page of Cups reverse to Justice. Whoa, that's too many. Spirit says, slow down. What do we got? Shh, say nothing. Whoa. Nothing really matters to me. Alright, so Spirit just showed me that this right now, as we're moving forward in this, what would you call this? This hologram? Is it a hologram? Is it in this reality, in this realm in which we live in? There are there's many different stories, there's many different lives, right? Many different souls, the collective, right? But there's just showed me that while one story is happening, another story is happening. So while this story that I'm on right here is being played out in the background, there's another story that's also connected to this that's happening. But Spirit decided that we're going to focus on this energy because it's how I, I don't want to use the incorrect word here. I asked Spirit for the energy, the who, what, where, how, and why, and he's going to give me the lowdown. Spirit's going to give me the lowdown. Not every story can be, the prince and the fair maiden and they gallop on the horse into the sunset, right? I can't do that story over and over and over again. So I want to thank Spirit, right, for giving us the facts, telling us what the energy is, right? Like I said, it's such a good song. I love this song. Anyway, so I'll get on with it. Sorry, Spirit. Why should I care? All right, so again, there's many different stories happening all at the same time, so we shouldn't get discouraged. It's only energy, it's the flow. And if you get too wound up, you get out of control, go jump in the ocean. Go take a bath or something, right? You know what I'm saying? Eat right, get rest, go exercise. Anyway, tell us more, Spirit. King of Wands. Okay, King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Oof. This King of Wands is to me what I just felt. I was fine. I pulled the Page of Cups reverse justice, but then when I pulled this King of Wands out, I feel like with justice here, this King of Wands is, they're definitely call it the dark night of the soul or guilt, shame, right? This is like the weight of the world next to justice is on this King of Wands. I'll tell you what, that's what I felt. Right, I don't know what this Page of Cups is just yet, but justice to the King of Wands, something's up with that, right? There's a balance, right? With justice here, something needs to be balanced out, and then it goes to the King of Wands, and it was like this an unfair advantage with this King of Wands or something like that. Okay, I'm not quite sure what it is, but Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, masculine energy. 8 Pentacles. This weird thing that keeps happening with the cards is that when I flip one over, the other one flips over. Then when I flip it back, it's the other way around. It's so weird. I'll just go with what I see that flipped. Right? So Page of Cups reverse, Justice, King of Wands, who is going through something, let me tell you. 8 of Pentacles. Right? 8 of Pentacles, this is your career. This is your career. This is you know, your skill, your trade, your craft, right? Eight of Pentacles. Tell us more, please. All right, so we got the Page of Cup. Oh boy, look at Devil, Capricorn energy, right? Next to the Eight of Pentacles. Right, okay, so ruled by Saturn. So that's heavy. You know, we have some type of Page of Cups reverse, right? So this is what? A false, you know, the cups in reverse, right? The Justice. Comes a day when you should turn and walk away. Oh. 38th special. Right, so something's going on with this Page of Cups reverse. So this is somebody who's like emotional, upset, you know, is trying to what, plead their case in front of the justice in court. And it's, we have a King of Wands right after Aries, Leo, Sag. And I got this feeling from this card like this dude's gonna have a heart attack. This King of Wands, right? They're pleading with the justice, right? Page of Cups reversed, emotional and sad and crying and whining. Ooh, my cup. I spilt my cup. Now I'm sad. Help me, please. Justice is in the upright. And right after that's the King of Wands. Okay, and so it's like with the King of Wands is they don't like to be told what to do, right? After that we have Eight of Pentacles. So this King of Wands, who's emotional, right? Who's like probably, it looks like they're begging. They could be begging, or they're upset or something, right? They're ticked off for sure, right? That what they worked on, their skill is what they did is was controlled by the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like they were working on what they did to make money. Who they were as a person was controlled by the devil. They gave into temptation. They gave into addiction. They had bondage, control issues, addiction issues, whatever this is. Okay. They, you know what? With I mentioned Saturn, is that they, when I see the devil and Eight of Pentacles to the devil, is that they are. I don't see temperance out here. Okay, I see the devil. Eight of Pentacles, the devil. So this tells me like their craft and their career is, you know, towards their, they, you know, they worship the devil, possibly, if you get what I'm saying here. Something they were working on. It looks like something they were working on. They're gonna take a break. They had something, right? Page of Cups, King of Wands, Justice. They had something. They were like, "Hey, we're gonna do something," but they gotta take a break, something like that. Spirit. They were putting money into something. They gotta stop doing it. I don't know. Thank you, Spirit. All right, what next then? Okay. Spirit ain't playing. Queen of Swords, reverse. Six of Sword, reverse. Four of Sword. Holy cow. Four of Sword. Three of Swords, or Three of Wands, excuse me, Three of Wands in reverse. And the Page of Wands. I'll say this to you guys on a lighter note or on a different topic. When you do tarot and you form a relationship with spirit, you don't want to let spirit down. You don't want to let your ancestors, you don't want your past loved ones of peace, love, and light, you don't want to let those guys down. You don't want to let the Most High, God, down. And you know, because some of us, most of us have a conscience, right? What do they say? Like when you put your hand on the stove and you burn it, right? That was your first mistake. You never have to do it again. So the voice inside your head or the feeling you have in your stomach or in your heart before you do something silly or something stupid, you need to pay attention to that. That's your inner voice, your conscience, your heart, your gut, your brain, whatever you want to call it, telling you, don't do that. Now, that's what growing up is all about when you're a kid. You make mistakes, you're a child, you learn, and you grow up. Now that you're an adult, there's no need to continue to make these mistakes over and over again. Right? What's it in Cheech and Chong? In the beginning scene, the father's screaming at his son. He's saying, "When, boy, when are you going to get your, bleep? And when, the Finkelstein kid? How come you don't like the Finkelstein kid?" Right? And he's making his banana shake, right? Cheech and Chong, right? Check it out. Watch the movie. When, boy, you going to get your act together? Right? Okay, and then it's funny because that guy also reminds me of, way off topic here, but when what we've got here is failure to communicate. That's Paul Newman in, what's the name of that movie with Paul Newman? When they're digging a hole, boss, right? So that's an example. Is when you're a kid, you want to get your act together because later on in life, you don't want to end up like Paul Newman on the Chain Gang. Digging a hole, boss, right? They're beating the hell out of him, right? Anyway, sorry, Spirit. That was my rant. All right. Sorry, Spirit. Queen of Sword. Oh, this is Relentless Roy's Intuitive Tarot. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. If you'd like to make a donation, use the Cash App. I can never remember the other one. It's on the, what is it? I can never remember the other one. They're both labeled on my channel, okay? They're on my Facebook, they're on my YouTube, Cash App, whatever. Donate. It helps, okay? Because we're surviving out here. It's ain't easy. All right? Hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Okay, there we go. Queen of Swords in reverse. Six of Sword. Four of Sword. Three of Wands reverse to the Page of Wands. Alright, so I'm looking at this Queen of Sword, right? She's in reverse. This could be like a tyrannical Queen of Sword, air sign, right? Water sign, air sign. Could be like a tyrannical Scorpio or something like that, right? And it's just below the Page of Cup. So we have what? A younger energy. Is either tyrannical or is stepping off the podium. I'm not sure. Because if they're frantic, right? They're upset, they're emotional. And with the Queen of Swords, she's already pissed off. So is she like going to the total max in reverse? Or is she... This could be like a full-blown meltdown, right? We have a Page of Cups reverse, and then just below that is the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's a full-blown right? Somebody like lost their friggin' mind, right? And then we have the Six of Swords in reverse, right? So with the Six of Swords in reverse, that's like under justice is we have a separation where this issue of this King of Wands, this Page of Cups, this could be an energy, this could be a person, right? With the devil's describing what they've been up to, right? They worship Saturn, okay? That's what they work towards, okay? Page of Cups reverse to the Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody, so wait, that's right, because it's a Page of Cup, and this is a Queen of Swords. So we have this come up before in another reading where there was a page with a king of whatever, something similar like this. Then we have Queen of Sword reverse to the Six of Sword, right? Right, under justice. So with the Six of Swords in reverse, all right, pertaining to the collective, all right. This here, the collective isn't even really showed out here. We have justice, right? So again, this one story is going on, right? I was talking about this earlier. While there's multiple different storylines, timelines happening, all, you know what I'm saying? And so it's Spirit does what he can do in order to help me better understand this, right? He doesn't want to mix up two different timelines because then when I talk to you guys, it doesn't make sense. All right, so Six of Swords reverse under justice. That means the collective is standing over here while this is going on, right? Or it has this energy had something to do with you, right? Or these people try to cause harm, hurt or harm towards you. But in the current timeline, right? Kind of, I don't have a Six of Cup reverse, but I have a Six of Sword reverse. Could be like now, this week, past tense. I don't know if it's past tense. It could be. I'm not. All it's somewhat relevant. Six of Swords in reverse is you under justice have shown what's going on here. If that makes sense, right? Like you're over here, right, and then you have the Six of Swords in reverse. They're going that way. So this whatever, like while you're standing here, these guys that have family secrets and their innuendos, their devil worship, whatever they're doing, right? They're caught up with justice for sure, okay? But it's there's a separation now, right? Look at that. See how there's a line, right? So like there's their bullshit's over here, and then here's you over here, and it's air, right? Think of it like they're dealing with their issues over there. They're over there, right? And you're over here, free as can be, like you exposed it, right? Under justice. These guys look like they're exposed. The Queen of Swords in reverse to the Six of Swords reverse. What is the connection between the Page of Cup in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Six of Swords? So this must be, like I said, this Queen of Swords just went total AWOL. The Queen of Swords would be somebody with some kind of like recognition, right? They would have some kind of standing, right? Could be a cop. It could be like an official, right? Like think of like it could be like a judge. Something like along those lines, right? I mean, just look at it. That looks like a judge at her desk, right, or at the podium or whatever, right? When you all rise, right, and there she goes, okay, what's on the agenda for today, right? This is in reverse. This is like a tyrannical under the Page of Cups. Next to the Six of Sword reverse, this is a official who's involved with this stuff or something. Something like that. And you don't want to get thrown off here, right? Back up top with the King of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. That could be good, right? Justice, King of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. But right after the Eight of Pentacles is the Devil. So what does that tell you? This King of Wands is in court or facing justice because of what they were working. Their skills, their trade, what they did to make money had to do with the Devil. All right, under the King of Wands, we have Four of Swords. Right, and not always does this King of Swords, or sorry, not King of Swords, King of Wands. I told you in the beginning, I felt like this dude was going to have a heart attack. Look at this. Four of Swords. He's laid out. He's probably praying to God right now. God says, dude, what are we thinking? Right? This guy, like, you know how cats have 9 lives? This guy's swords are hung up. 1, 2, 3, right? Four of Swords. He's laid out. There's no more. You got nothing left, bub. Game is over. He's on his last leg, maybe, right? Eight of Pentacles, right? Then we have Three of Wands. Reverse, right? So I feel like this is collective energy here. Three of Wands reverse is this is over. You're by yourself, right? In the upright, you're by yourself, and you're like working hard, and you're watching like all the hustle and bustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it ain't easy, right? The struggle's real. I was talking about that. Like any support, you know. Like I say, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe. Relentless Roy's Intuitive Tarot. You being alone, fighting for your life over here, right? Doing the best you can. Look, you're a soldier, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Your troubles, this one man army, right, are over. You know, pass go, collect $200, right? You have proven yourself over and over again. Now, those days are over when it pertaining to the Eight of Pentacles, right? Because the Eight of Pentacles is a good card, but when it's mixed up with the King of Wands and the Devil, that ain't so good. But now we jump down to the collective energy, which is the Three of Wands reversed to the Page of Wands. It's under the Devil. Their reign. To me, that looks like, with the Page of Wands under the Devil, that's like new level, new devil. This is you. Your new life begins. Three of Wands reverse under the Eight of Pentacles, right? Your adversaries, like this battle is over, and now you're on to the next. And what it is, you're gonna start facing. You're gonna go to work. You got to get back to work, taking care of business. TCOB. You know what I'm saying? And it's Page because this is a new level. If you understand what I'm saying, is like you just survived this whole mess, right? That we've been talking about for a while here. You know, the past few reads, this has been going on and on and on, right? Now these guys are facing their karma, right? It's clear to see what they've been working on, what they do. Now they're crying and whining. You got some tyrannical official, Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't know who that is. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. No. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, and then we have pissed off. I want to say, yeah, we have either Cancer or Scorpio. Could be any of the three. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for sure with this Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I would say it could be any three of a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. Or it's the Gemini or a Libra. Right? Anyway. This Queen of Swords is like they lost their friggin' mind. And they are exposed. Along with this King of Wands who's like asked out. And this is over with. And you're gonna continue to follow, to do God's will. You're gonna follow divine order. You're gonna continue, with all this heat, all this, this devil with the King of Wands, all this fire that they've been throwing at you, right? The spell work, the magic. It's created a Page of Wands. This guy's ready to go, locked and loaded, ready to roll. New level, new devils. It's time to rock and roll, right? Page of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck for the love of Christ. The skills, what we've learned over the years, right? Page of Pentacles. It's only just begun. This is what we've learned, what we've achieved, right? New level, new devils. All right, Spirit. Ooh. Should I take that, Spirit? All right, I'll take it. Maybe I jumped the gun. I'm sorry, Spirit. We have, oops, I'm falling behind over here. 3306. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe, please. I need more subscribers, right? Donate to the channel, right? Help me out, help a brother out. Strength. Under the Queen of Swords in reverse. Then we have Death in reverse. Moon reverse. Knight of Cups. The Upright. And the Queen of Pentacles. You notice that the exact amount of cards came out. 5 came out on the last draw, and then another 5 came out exactly on this draw. So I don't think it was a mistake. I think he's checking to see if I follow instruction. You'll see. You just talk to Spirit. You'll see the synchronicities. You'll see the whatever it is that he wants you to know. And I say he, Spirit. There's no gender in tarot. Masculine energy, feminine energy, right? But it's, so take it as you will. Take it if this resonates with you, what I'm talking about, what's going on with this tarot read, hit the like button, subscribe. If you don't recognize what I'm talking about, then maybe this isn't for you. I'm sorry, but this is what Spirit wants me to tell you guys. All right? But Spirit don't play. Okay, we have Strength, Death reverse, the Moon in reverse, Knight of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this Queen of Pentacles is definitely collective energy. It looks like we have a Knight of Cups here, somebody that wants to work with you, right? Another 3 of Wands. That's your adversary. That's your you fight this battle alone is over, and we have a Knight of Cups. So this would be a, you know, possible air. This could be a Scorpio. This could be a Pisces. Could be a Scorpio. Could be Aquarius. Something like that. I don't know. It's a Nine of Cups, though. Somebody wants to give you some type of an offer to the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah? Nine of Cups, I want to say it's a Pisces, it's a Scorpio, something along those lines, right? Yeah, shoot. When I look at, as we look down the line, we have the Page of Cups reverse, right? So this is somebody emotional, crying like a baby, right? All frantic, whatever it is. Underneath it, we got the Queen of Swords. So we have it goes a page to the Queen. So in the eyes of the Justice, somebody looks like a child. But when they're at home with their family, right? When they're around their family, in their relationship, whatever, they're a Queen of Swords in reverse. That's all I'm seeing this. If you get what I'm saying. In the eyes of the law and justice, they go, no, you're a page, you're a little crybaby, you're a little wino. We know what you're doing. You mess around. You work with this King of Wands, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Messing with the devil, right? But then when they go home behind closed doors, right? Six of Swords in reverse. It's got nothing to do with me. This guy's the creep. This girl's the weirdo. They show their true colors. Queen of Swords in reverse, which is, the Queen of Swords upright's already pissed off. Now, flipping in reverse, they're tyrannical. This could be like a mother figure. The energy that's coming off this card is like, I don't even know how to describe. Like embarrassment, right next to the Six of Swords in reverse. They're exposed as being evil, tyrannical, manipulative, just totally bouncing off the wall, crazy. Right? They need to grow up. Crazy. 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 They need to grow up. Crazy. Strength, right? On the last set here. With strength, I just see that's Leo energy, but that would be in the upright. This is collective energy, right? Infinity, right? This is day in, day out, all day, every day, 24/7, 365. Strength. You're a powerhouse. You're a soldier. You're a warrior. Never give up. Never surrender. Strength, right? That's how you had to face these guys. That's the only way I'm going to look at that strength card, is that you never gave up, collective. You showed the world your strength, despite all odds, whatever this crap is. People, they worked. They paid people. It was their job to cause hurt and harm. But that's on its way out, right? Because we have death, which is under there. They're trying to hold on. We have this Page of Cups, this King of Wands, this Queen of Sword, right? It's like I see it now. We have a water sign, a fire sign, and an air sign, and it's a triad. Water signs acting like a baby. You got this fire sign who's, looks, looks could be deceiving, but they're standing there like, yep, okay, I'm here, but behind the scene, they were working for they were worshiping Saturn, okay? If you know, you know, right? Then we have this air sign who's exposed, right? And those who live by the sword die by the sword. We have a Queen of Sword in reverse. Six of Swords, and then we have the Four of Swords. Right? So what's that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 swords. So that's one more than 10. So that would be a page of sword. I'm just talking out loud. Right? So and when it adds up to the 11, right? Because 10 plus 1 is 11. That makes me, it's just what's after 10 is 11. That makes what's after 10, right, in the tarot would be a page, right? That's just how I'm thinking. That's why this Queen of Swords, right, that makes me think of it's an air sign. It's a page energy. You add up all this confusion, and this air sign, this Queen of Swords, is probably like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? And they're behind the scenes while the justice is here, and then we got the boohoo and the hiding behind, right? The fire signs trying to like puts on a front like they're a well-established, person, but behind the scenes they're working against the Most High. They are on demon time, and they're working for the devil. They're on demon time. Meanwhile, this facade that they put on, right? They're exposed. They're in the Queen of Swords energy. They are tyrannical, but when you add up all the swords, it turns into a page. So we got this page of sword who's in the Queen of Swords energy, right? So it's a young guy who's an air sign. Okay? We have a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we have an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're in this triad. They're all facing justice, and they're exposed. Okay? And this King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, has been working with the devil. And this shows two people on the devil that are chained to the devil. So this King of Wands has people with them, like he's got in a relationship or something like that, guy, girl, whatever that's going on, right? So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, something like that, involved. It could be there's a relationship between the air sign and the water sign, and there's a relationship with this King of Wands who's in the devil, that's Capricorn. So somebody that this Aries, Leo, Sag, they work together. This is Capricorn. This King of Wands worked with a co-worker, or it was in like a work relationship. They work together, in this devil energy, demon time. Got it? All right, you taking notes? Okay. Like I said, this King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, is in the Four of Swords. So they're like, they can't even get out of bed or something, right? They're on their way out. Then right underneath that is the moon. Right, so these guys, the water sign and the air sign, are they're exposed, they're caught, but they're in the death in reverse. So they want to drag this out. They want to hold on to the past. They're going, no, like it's they're pointing the fingers. They're saying, no, we didn't do it. No, what I mean? But they're already exposed. But they're holding on to every little thing. They can't move forward. They can't move on because they're stuck. Right? They're exposed for what they are. They're liars, thieves. It's a fraud. Get out of here. Under justice, in the eyes of the law, you're seen as like a page of cups in reverse, pal. Get lost. Right? They're still holding on, okay? They can't let go. Under the Four of Swords, right? King of Wands, Four of Swords, the moon. They're on their way out. The moon, it's this whole cycle of funky energy, spell work. The moon is Pisces energy, right? Yeah. Pisces, it's is it Neptune? Could be. I think it's Neptune, right? In reverse. So all of this heavy emotions, this energy, psychic, attacks, moon magic, death spells, whatever this is, the moon, the cycle went through because we're already past full moon. We're gonna have a new moon, so this is all this spellcasted crap is done. It's just not working, right? Okay, and then we have the Knight of Cups in the upright. So it looks like when this is through by the end of the month, right? So what is this? So we're in July. I think is it a new moon? I'm not sure. I gotta check. I just want to check real quick. The new moon, 2026. Is Tuesday, July 14th is the new moon. So stands against the super moon. Closest new moon of the entire year. Okay, so there's a lot of energy on Tuesday, July 14th. All right, so and what are we on the 6th? So a week away. Right, so the moon is faded out. The new moon's approaching. So by the time we start the new moon, okay, we'll have a Knight of Cups. Oh shoot, I don't know can you guys see me still? Yeah. We'll have the Knight of Cups will approach. They want to make an offer, right? Knight of Cups, this is could be like a Scorpio, it could be Pisces, air sign, water sign. What's that? Floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. Knight of Cups. So I don't know why that came to mind, but this might be a heavy hitter in a good way, okay? But the Knight of Cups, they want to come and talk to you because they see what you've been going through by yourself. You've been working hard alone to solve this fiasco. And they say, hey, I might be able to help you out, but I can tell with this energy, this guy, he ain't even looking at all this crap. The Knight of Cups already sees this, right? The Knight of Cups sees this, the Eight of Pentacles, right? They see that. They see the Three of Wands in reverse. That's them. That's when they look at the Three of Wands and they say, no, we want to help. They see the Page of Wands, your desire, your will to continue to fight against the principalities of darkness, right? Your hard work, your Three of Wands, your Eight of Pentacles, and your Page of Wands, right? Wait a second, right? Take the Three of Wands and add it with the Page. That's a Four of Wands. That's a celebration. That's victory. We may have victory over these cruel individuals. You get it? You got an Eight of Pentacles, right? You did work hard, right? And then we have the Three of Wands to the Page of Wands. That's a Four of Wands. That's a victory, okay? They're getting laid to rest. Go sit down. You're exposed, right? The Knight of Cups sees that. They see your Four of Wands and they see your strength. You deserve this. Whatever they want to tell you, whatever they want to talk about. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Queen of Pentacles. Well-grounded, well-connected, abundant, beautiful energy, right? And what we have at the bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords in reverse. So it's a mental prison. Whatever you feel like you're in trouble with, whatever you're stuck with, just remember that the Most High has got you back, right? It's a mental prison, right? Because you're all the efforts that you put forward, you will be rewarded. Okay. You'll be rewarded, and you'll be seen. You'll be seen in true fashion. Nobody's perfect, but what you've endured, what you went through, collective, in this energy with these people, you'll be seen as like a hero, or somebody who's strong, somebody who has faith, strength, right? All right, so I would say, like every reader, every tarot reader says, ground. Put your feet in the dirt. Go jump in the water. Take a shower. Eat healthy. Oh, prayer and fasting helps. Can't say that enough. If you do like a 12-hour fast, or 14-hour fast, or 16-hour fast, that's good. That helps your body regulate. But when it gets tough or whatever, you got to pray also. Pray when you get up, pray when you go to bed, pray before you eat food, and be grateful for what you do have, right? Just keep going. You got 3 of Wands reverse, and then you get the Page of Wands. Put those two together, you get your 4 of Wands. So you don't stop and don't give up. You got to keep going, all right? It ain't over till, Most High says it's over. These guys are trying to control destiny. They're trying to control the fate of the people. Water sign, fire sign, who's got a partner in crime, right? Water sign, fire sign, and one of their partners in crime. And then you got this air sign, Page, crybaby whiner, probably peed his pants. All right, I'll stop. Right? Sorry. I'll stop that. Right. Water sign, fire sign, partner in crime, and the air sign. They're all stuck. They're all holding on, but it's over. Okay. You are showing up as you have looks like to me, I want to count that 8 of Pentacles. Okay. And you have a page of, you have fire and desire. You're a handsome fella, beautiful looking woman. 4 of Wands energy. Your strength. See all this fire though? 3 of Wands to the Page of Wands. That's 4 of Wands. You got 8 of Pentacles. You got strength. That's more heat, right? That's fire. Beautiful energy, right? Because you're in the upright. Somebody sees the flare. Somebody sees that fire in your heart. They want to quench. They need to quench something. They have this cup. This, you know what I mean? They want to quench their desire or something like this. Then Queen of Pentacles. Don't get in your head. Get out of your head. Go for a run. Go get some fresh air. All right. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, my past on loved ones of peace, love, and light. I hope you guys all have a great day. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe, and donate to the channel. It's a huge help. Whatever you can, right? You'll see the links or the tags on my YouTube or on my Facebook. Check it out. You can see the link to get to either or. All right. All right. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Stay good. Be good. Stay out of trouble. It's the beginning of the week. We got a new moon coming. We got a full moon. Another whatever. What is it? No. Yeah, new moon's coming up in about a week. Right. So I think this would be a good time to throw out any stuff. Take the trash out. Clean up your house, whatever. Because when the new moon comes, you don't want to be living in squalor. Okay, if you got it, you got what I'm saying. Like, new moon brings new energy. So right now we're fading out. So what's going on in this past, cycle is fading out. Now we're gonna start something new, and it looks pretty good to me. Earth and water go good together. All right, see you guys. Peace out. Love you.